story, Heart of Darkness, there are many counts where the individuals within this book commit the crime of being hypocrites towards imperialism. This is also one of the major themes within Heart of Darkness. The hypocrisy in imperialism was such a prominent thing because of the time period the book took place in. The divide between blacks and whites was so severe within this time period. Due to the poorly thought out assumption that black people were less than white people, many horrible things were birthed from that. The hypocrisy in imperialism is one of the things that are under the umbrella term of how discrimination against blacks continued. It is also rooted from the white man's greed. Within this story, the white man's greed to obtain money from the harvesting of ivory has caused them to lie about intentions of imperializing and instead only caring about money. In this time, this act was majorly performed by the men, while the women were completely oblivious. Marlowe has an encounter with his aunt that displays how out of tone the women are about the horrible things that happen when men say they're going to imperialize and help the blacks.
She talked about weeding those ignorant millions from their horrid ways, till, upon my word, she made me quite uncomfortable. I ventured to hint that the company was run for profit. You forget, dear Charlie, that the laborer is worthy of his hire, she said brightly. It's queer how out of touch with truth women are. They live in a world of their own, and there has never been anything like it, and never can be. It is too beautiful altogether, and if they were to set it up, it would go to pieces before the first sunset.
These men that leave to go to the Congo are seen as heroes for venturing out on a dangerous voyage to help the blacks become civilized. But the reality is, as soon as they step foot on the soil, their intentions are purely sprouted from greed. Imperialism is forcing another country to take on their beliefs and morals. Not one count of this can be detected in the story of the Heart of Darkness. These men use imperialism as a cover-up so they can hide from others what their true intentions are. These hypocrites tell others they're going to places like Africa to help the blacks break away from their savage ways, when in reality, they go to places like Africa simply to force the blacks to slave in the hot sun to make money for them. It is the disgusting truth, and that is why everyone tries to hide it. These men were okay with doing the act, but choked up when it came to saying what they were actually participating in. Money is so important that it doesn't matter how you obtain it. Who cares if you're hurting innocent souls if you can cover it up and still get money? Day after day, these men were being hypocrites by even saying that they're going to Africa to help. To help what exactly? To help these men and women become used to discrimination? To help them realize that due to their skin color, something they cannot control, they should be looked down upon? It doesn't make sense. These hypocrites to imperialism would lie day in and day out saying that they're going to Africa to help the blacks, when in reality, they're doing the exact opposite. Once again, the painful truth is money makes the world go around, and no one cares how someone got it. All that matters is that you have it. People were hurt and manipulated due to the white man's lies. The innocence of a man's soul was no compare to the profit to shattering. Because this ratio was so far apart, that is why many were hypocrites to imperialism. In the end, it had nothing to do with love or compassion or empathy. People only cared about the money. If that meant being a hypocrite, so be it. Back then, blacks were as good as dirt. No one cared, and that's why these acts went on for so long.